welcome to Mordor, the land of Shadow.com. Today's Mordor cast is entitled The Mysteries of the High Fells. This location will play an important role in the next film, The Desolation of Smaug, and we want to know more about it, as we figured you would too. So today we're going to do a little exploration of the High Fells. To begin our study of the High Fells, I pulled out my map of Middle-earth created by John Howe, one of my favorite versions of Tolkien's map. What I found was immediately surprising. There is no High Fells to be found on the map of Middle-earth. I felt sure that these fells should lie somewhere west of the Misty Mountains, between the Shire and Rivendell. It quickly became apparent that the High Fells were not a part of the Tolkien canon, but exist only in the film version of Middle-earth. So where would these tombs lie? We see the Trollshaws, the northern edge of the Misty Mountains, Mount Gundabad, the Kingdom of Angmar, and Carn Dûm. To the south, the Enten Moors, and moving west we have the North Downs, and the weathered hills ending in the watchtower of Amansul. And also we have the Barrow and the Southern Downs. But I think we need to look east to Rhudaur, between the Troll Fells and the Enten Moors, as was stated by the Galadriel during the meeting of the White Council in the first Hobbit film. Now it is possible these fells lay to the east, near the high pass between the mountains and the forests of Mirkwood. But I think it more likely that the High Fells of Rhudaur lay north of Rivendell and south of the Enten Moors. To make sure the High Fells were not one of Tolkien's inventions, I decided to consult the Lord of the Rings appendices. Under the list of places, I looked for the High Fells. I searched under H, High Court, High Hay, High Pass, but nowhere was there a High Fells to be found in this list. The name of Rhudaur certainly exists within the Tolkien canon. Being one of the three kingdoms of Arnor, Rhudaur was the first to fall to the power of Angmar, eventually being overtaken by the Hill people, who became allies of the Witch-king under the fall of Carn Dûm. So we do know that Rhudaur does exist, as can be seen on the map of Middle-earth. The only written source I could find for the High Fells was in the Hobbit Chronicles, an art book designed by Weta that every Tolkien fan should have in their collection. In the section titled Over Hill, Tombs Sundered, Stone, and Thunder, we get our first look at the High Fells. We get to see sketches by John Howe and Alan Lee, with a digital rendering superimposed on an actual location in New Zealand. The outside looks as creepy as the inside. It states clearly in the Chronicles that the High Fells are a place not visited in the books, but unquestionably Tolkien in nature. I would have to agree with this. The very name felt very Tolkien to me. They are tombs of the undead servants of Sauron, the Nazgûl. This, of course, is an entirely invented aspect of the lore of Middle-earth, but it makes sense to me in terms of compressing the timeline of the War of the Ring to work into the film, and it also escalates the danger and dramatic discovery that the necromancer is indeed Sauron returned. I think the scene where Gandalf enters these tombs may have originally been part of the first film, or when The Hobbit was only 2 films, this scene would have been included in the first half. We may never know this for sure. What we do know is that Gandalf and Radagast enter these tombs and discover that not only the Wraith King has escaped his prison, but that all 9 of the Ring Wraiths are now free. So, what we know now is that the High Fells are a set of 9 tombs that held the 9 Ring Wraiths with dark spells of binding, and that most likely the Dark Lord has given them the power to rise once more and escape their dark prison. I can't wait to see what Peter Jackson will show us in The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. Hopefully that helps solve some of the mystery of the High Fells. But that's all we have for today's Mordorcast. Keep checking in to Mordor, the Land of Shadow.com for all your dark Tolkien news.